scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am finally back on day number 3 with my real process video for today. So here you can see I have this kind of grungy looking background and I am putting some gesso on the background. I have pulled out my Heidi Swap mat, which is what I use when I do messy stuff using mixed media and everything, and I really love it for that. It's easy to clean up and it's also easy to get messy and to leave it that way, and it doesn't ruin your layouts if you leave it messy. So yeah, here you can see I am bringing in some pink scraps. So I have 3 photos here. The story that I want to tell with these photos is that we got a new dog. This is back in 2017, the day we got Piper, and Max was completely jealous when we went inside and Piper started cuddling up next to me because Max is a cuddler and I'm his favorite person to cuddle with. So he was very jealous that I was cuddling with her and like she was laying in my lap and like that's his normal spot. Okay, so back to the layout. So here you can see what I am doing is I'm roughing up the edges and I'm using my close to my heart fussy cutting scissors is what I call them. I'm not sure what they're actually called, but they're just small scissors. And then what I'm doing is, oh, well here I kind of changed it up. I forgot I did that. So first I used the close to my heart ink and I don't remember which one I used. I think it was Smoothie. And then I decided to bring in some shimmers sprays. And I think it was just that one pink, and then I'm going to bring in another color later on. So I am just adding water to the inked areas and then pushing it around with my finger. And I went a little crazy in that left-hand corner, but I actually just leave it and it looks different, but you know, that's what mixed media is, right? So here you can see I'm bringing in the spray more and I am just playing with a lot of these scraps that I have. I think this was a kit from the scrapbooking store, Kit Club, and I don't remember which one it was. I want to say February or March, and I really like the patterns. There was a rainbow pattern, and then there was just kind of like this funky shape, like just like swirling pattern. I don't know how to explain it. And then this one just has a bunch of just random sized dots on it. And I'm just using up a ton of scraps. And that is basically all I do is use up scraps. And it felt so good to use up scraps from a kit I thought I was never going to use again. So there you could see I brought in some blue, and that was, oh gosh, I should have written these things down. I'm so bad. It was another close to my heart ink, and it was a blue. And then I used Shimmer's Spray Mist, and I think that one was called Oh Snow Way Man. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad. I will try to remember to leave links to all of the products that I use below. I'm going to try to be good on this video. Then I decided to bring in a background stamp from Close to My Heart. And what I did, and I got this idea from the lady that I'm scrap lifting, or sketch lifting, I guess I should say, because that's the name of this new series. So much is going on. I don't have enough time to talk and tell you guys everything. So I'm going to tell you what's going on right now, and then I'll get back to the sketch lift that I am doing. So here I am using a stencil, and I don't remember who it's from. I'm so sorry, but I really like this stencil, and I've never used it before. So I was so excited to be able to actually use it on a layout. I used my new iridescent glaze from Vicki Boutin, and I absolutely love it. So here I am, and I think this is a lot later that day because I wanted the mixed media to dry, and I wanted it to dry organically. I didn't want to have to use my heat gun. So I let it dry for quite a few hours just to make sure that it was all dry. And now I'm coming back and I'm going to start placing things down and gluing. So here you can see me do that. Now, while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you about this new series. So this series is called Sketch Lifting. I'm going to try to start posting a new sketch / scrap lift layout every Friday. So that's something that you can look forward to, at least for the month of July. And I'm hoping through August. I got the idea because I was once watching somebody that was making a sketch, and they completely changed it and made it into a different layout. But I want to highlight the layout or the sketch just as much as I want to highlight the scrap lift. So I decided to call it Sketch Lifting because the sketch came first and then the scrap lift. So that's the idea that I came up with behind the name. So this is a new series that I will be doing every Friday on my channel. Okay, back to the layout. So here you can see I am bringing in this ribbon. So I've decided I want to start incorporating ribbon into my layouts. I had a ton of ribbon that I donated, like 2 or 3 Walmart size bags to our local thrift store, but then I kept some, and this was a nice shimmery, very sheer blue, and it's a light blue, and so it brought in that light blue color, accent color that I was going for. So here you can see I'm just gluing it down. And I was using my ATG gun, but then it started not working the best. And so I decided to use my favorite liquid glue, which is, oh crap, Mono Aqua Glue. Sorry, I totally spaced on the name for a minute there. And now I'm gluing down the photos. Something that I normally do with photos is mat them. And you will see here, I didn't mat my photos. And so this layout is totally out of like the norm for me and totally out of my comfort zone. But I had so much fun. Whoops, sorry about that. I had so much fun making this layout and just, yeah, it was amazing. And I'm so excited to just play with mixed media. Okay, now here I am pulling out the alpha that I want to use for my title. And I have to Frankenstein, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 letters, which isn't too bad because my title is a little, like it's filled with big words. So Someone Is Jealous is going to be my title. All of the F's have to be made into E's. I didn't have any E's. I really wish scrapbooking companies would realize E's and A's go so fast, and they need to put like 10, 15 more E's than they think they need to. And A's and O's and U's and I's. Yeah, I think all the vowels need to have like 20 of each in each alpha. I have learned to buy 2 of each alpha that I buy these days. That's the way that I make up for that problem when I like an alpha, but it doesn't always work out for me. Anyway, okay, so here I am the next day. Actually, I think this was like a week later. This was actually last night, and I was like, holy crap, except I wasn't saying holy crap. I was saying a lot of swear words, and I was like, I totally forgot to finish this layout. So I was chatting, like I said on my video earlier, with some scrappy friends, and they said add, you know, some layers and florals and sequins. And so I'm going to do all of that. So here I am using the Paige Evans Turn the Page ephemera pack and the chipboard. And so I am just going to town with layering. And that's another thing that I really loved about this layout is when I brought in the embellishments, I just layered like crazy, and it was so fun. I am not huge into layering, and I think that is one of my favorite parts of this layout. Okay, now I'm putting the title back together, and then I think this is where I'm just gonna be like, I'm not sure I really like this alpha. So I am going to, oh no, that's not what I was doing. I went away and then I came back and started gluing things down. So I also wanted to make sure that these embellishments fit in with the colors on the layout, and so I am inking the edges, and I'm not adding any water or anything to them like I did the other things. At this point, I was just like, get it done, and I did get it done, and I think it took 45 minutes for me to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, and I've never taken this long on a layout in forever. It only takes me like maybe 40 minutes lately at the most to do a layout. I just get in my room and pick out photos and I get her done. So this layout was a labor of love, but I absolutely love it. I'm just going to keep saying the word love. And I'm so happy with how it turned out. So I just want to say thank you to my scrappy friends. Give a shout out to Hannah and Christy specifically, who helped me calm down when I was freaking out about not being able to get this layout done in time. And they made me realize I could do this because I can. I just need to have fun with my supplies and realize even if I'm not on time with my video, I'm accomplishing a goal of making something every day this month and posting it. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so here you can see I think I have most everything down on the layout. So I'm going to kind of talk about the sketch. So the sketch that the lady that I am scrap lifting used was from, I think it's a 2015 sketch, and I believe she was on a design team, and it was one that they used, and her layout turns out gorgeous. I will try to remember to put an image of her layout at the end with my photos just to kind of show you the difference between my layout and her layout. Her layout had a lot more mixed media on it, but I was really happy with the little amount of mixed media I used because it's a lot more than I think I've ever used on a layout before. And I used a lot of techniques that I've never used before, like using the ink pad and then spraying the paper with the water, and then using the stamp, inking it up, and then spraying it with water. Like, that is the coolest technique, and I totally want to do that again because I got that idea from the scrap lift because that's what the lady did in her video, and I watched her video like meticulously, and I rewound it and I watched it and I rewound it again and I watched it again, and I really loved the way she scrapbooked, and it just totally made this most amazing layout. So here is where I try my hardest to change the alpha. It's not going to work out, and I just stick with the one that I have. I'm trying other colors, and it's just not going to work. So this is the end, I think, of my layout, but I did just want to say I am so super excited about this new series that I am doing through the month of July with my scrappy bestie, Hannah. So we are doing what we're calling Hannah and Megan's summer video party, and we are scrapbooking as much as we can and posting a new video every single day in the month of July. Also, I am participating in Off the Board with Pineapple Papers, Crystal Barrett, and I will have links below to both Hannah and all of the ladies that are participating today with the Off the Board challenge. So I got the scrap lift from Pinterest, and so I will leave a pin link below so that you can see my pin. And then also the sketch, I actually went to her design or to her video and I just took a screenshot of the sketch that she used because she showed it on her video. So it's not the greatest image of the sketch, but I could not find it anywhere else besides her video. And I looked for like half an hour, I promise you. So make sure you go on over and check out the other ladies, leave them comments, tell them how much you love them and their products, or projects, I guess is really what they are. And yeah, this is it. So this is where I finally decide, nope, this blue alpha, even though I really do love this one that I'm trying to make work, I really do love it so much. It's just not gonna work. I had no S's, and the 2 S's that I did have, I had to like cut from other letters, and then I didn't have an L, and it just wasn't gonna work. So I'm cutting this U here, and this is where I decide, nope, it's not gonna work. So I pull it all apart and put the other one back on. I'm also going to add some sequins. And the sequins that I used are from Spiegel Mom Scraps, of course, because I adore her. And they are the Ride the Tide sequin mix. I'm not sure if she has those available anymore, but if she does, I will leave a link below. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.